If you listen to my channel, you will know that the Xbox tax is real. Persons, gamers, journalists love to report bad Xbox news because it's very lucrative. I mean, you can just look at any of the major journalists and some of the erroneous stories they make up and they try to push when it comes regarding Xbox. I mean, a Dreamcast guy said it best.
Now, I just feel like people are so anti-Xbox. Sometimes people say, like, Max, you make so many videos saying that Microsoft is falling apart and the Xbox brand is dead and you're a Sony pony. Why do you spend so much time on this? I think it's just that look at the views.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
On my anti-Xbox videos. I think that is a testament to the fact that there is just such a baseline negativity around Xbox.
And there it is. There is the admission that this is what pays the bills. This is what makes persons live in a very nice way. And what I do here is just put a magnifying glass on it and really show the disparity between Xbox and PlayStation. But now you can understand as to why persons love talking about Xbox and hating on Xbox. I mean, every week there are a group of ponies that assemble in the Legion of Doom to speak about Xbox. I mean, listen to their next doomsday cry for Xbox.
They don't have the money anymore. They bet the house on ABK, and it is biting them in the end. Not just Xbox, it's biting Microsoft in a big way. They don't have the freedom to just go and throw money at this thing anymore.
Here we have the latest addition to the Mooch podcast, and he has brought on Uncle Dave. He's the latest pony who is, talking, doomsday for Xbox. He's saying that Microsoft does not have the money anymore. It's biting them where the sun don't shine. In addition to that, he is saying here what it's biting even Xbox. Xbox is just not making money. Xbox is right now on the downward incline. Yes, this is what he's saying. Now, I'm sure he's making this assessment based on the recent layoffs that Microsoft would have just had, the studio that they would have closed down, and the different studios that they would have cut massively. Yes, this is what he is basing it on. Now, if it is you asking for data to support his accusation, I'm sure he wouldn't be able to provide any data to prove that Microsoft is not making money or Xbox is not making money, because the data is very clear. Just recently, we would have seen where TweetTong would have reported that Microsoft made massive, revenue when it comes to Q3. And when we even look at the chart, we're seeing that the last Q3 chart was a record-breaking one, because no other time in Xbox history they had such a successful Q3. So when it is one says that Microsoft is not making money, Xbox is not making money, clearly they don't have the data to support it, because the data is right in front of you and it's saying yes, they are making money, and the moves that they are making is a positive one. Now, like any business, when it is you see something is not working, you have two options. You have to either pour some more support and money on it if you see a path for success, or if you see no path for success, you cut it. That is any business. If you intend to make your business grow, you need to trim the fat, as it will. Now, trimming the fat does cause heartbreak. So trimming the fat does cause some hard decisions. But any business anyone has, this is something that needs to happen. So I don't know what these ponies are talking about, but again, the hate continues.
And I hate to consider where it may land. I don't think they'll turn it off. They can't afford to do that, because if they're going to turn it off, they might as well just jack the price up and get something out of it.
Right.
But if they're to a point now where they've got no way of funding growth.
Here, Uncle Dave is making another claim. He is saying that here what? Microsoft have no pathway to growth. And I mean, he is not, how to say, informed that there is massive growth right now in the subscription business. Didn't you know, Uncle Davy? Because Matt Piscatella said this: US video game subscription spending reached an all-time monthly high in May 2025 with 0.6 billion, while experiencing its third consecutive month of growth. Did you hear that, Uncle Davy? The subscription model has seen a third consecutive month of growth. Now, this is not just exclusive to Game Pass, this is all subscription model, but you can see that the subscription model, like Game Pass when it comes to gaming, is growing. You know why it's growing, Uncle Davy? It's growing because of Nintendo's $80 games and also Microsoft $80 games. Looks to me that the pressures of higher prices in everyday spending categories like food and general economics, uncertainty has folks looking for value. Yes, persons all over the world is looking for value to their hobby when it comes to gaming, right? So when it is these ponies just speaking outright lies, you cannot believe them, guys. You cannot believe a pony without testing it. Anytime you believe a pony without testing it, then you can believe this Michael Jackson is going to make a change.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. 'Cause I got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm stuck here with the man in the mirror. Hey, I'm asking you to change his way. And no message could have been any crueler. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Na 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 na.
Hey, hey. Na 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 na.
See that, Eric?
It's time to make a change, ponies. Make a change in your life, man. Yes, these ponies will continue to dispense negative and false Xbox news. Why? Because it is lucrative. Just as Meth Head Guy would have said earlier. But what we are going to talk about today? What are we going to talk about today? Today we are going to talk about the PlayStation community very, very happy with Ghost of Tsushima. Yes, not Ghost of Tsushima, sorry, or is it? Because let's face it, what is the big difference between Ghost of Yotei and Ghost of Tsushima? This is looking like a DLC. This is looking like an add-on. Ghost of Tsushima 1.5, 1.0. I mean, what's going on here? Why does this game don't have a massive, massive upgrade, seeing that it is a new game? But we'll talk about it. So sit back and relax and let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. So before we continue the video, guys, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers and I believe we can do it. Now, when it is you hit the subscribe button, of course, you get great Xbox content. You get some Nintendo news here and there. But we specialize in the Sony Pony Salt. We specialize in correcting the lies of the industry and Sony fans. So this is what we do here. If this interests you, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Now let's get back to the video. So last week we had the Ghost of Yotei. Sony would have put out Ghost of Yotei Direct, and there they had a little more gameplay than the initial trailer. And how did the ponies react when they saw for the first time a first party exclusive after so long? This is how these ponies react after seeing a first party game for so long. Yes, these guys have been dry. These guys have been like the Sahara Desert, and now they are seeing their first party game in a long time, and that is Ghosts of Yotei. But although these ponies are very happy for Ghosts of Yotei, and I'm not going to hate on the franchise, Ghosts of Tsushima was looking good on the PlayStation 4, but when compared Ghosts of Yotei to Ghosts of Tsushima, what's the big difference? What's the big difference? I am not seeing a major improvement when it comes to Ghosts of Yotei versus Ghosts of Tsushima. And I am not the only person thinking that. Listen to this guy.
Alex, what did you think?
I mean, I was actually kind of visually disappointed with this trailer.
Damn! I'm sorry.
I don't think it was. It's a good-looking game in the aspects of they have art direction. That's pretty much nothing I would ever fight about on the channel. But I do think it looks like an extreme amount of continuity with the previous title for visual rendering aspects, like the scene in the bar you were talking about earlier. Though, like if you just look at the bright white light reflecting off the floor to the right hand side of the screen, it is not aligned with the window at all. It just looks like they put like either like a light probe there, or there is a point light, or something like that. To me, it just actually looks a lot like the technology we saw in the first game for how indirectly lit things are. You know, that's not a hard thing to do in a game, just like put a light. Like at the opening of a place. In fact, almost every game using baked lighting does that too, usually, because then they get fake shadows from them. They'll like put like a light at like a windowsill, even though, you know, like usually you would see like skylight pouring through there, but they just put like fake lights there. So I think that is different, but the rest of it to me looked a lot the same as the last game. And one thing that was a little bit confusing about the trailer was it was presented all at 30 FPS.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Which I think maybe didn't do it favors as well too. It's pretty compressed over the stream. I was like trying at a number of points to look at the texture detail, because the first game kind of has just like okay texture detail. It's not like super high. I was trying to look for it, but it was just all lost in the stream. So that stuff doesn't do it favors, unfortunately. But to me, I mean, I'm interested to see if there is something more that is not present in this trailer. But this trailer actually just looked a lot like the first game to me.
So Alex from Digital Foundry, he's not impressed with Ghost of Yotei. He's saying it's looking very much like the first game. And it's very obvious because we are seeing that the team is not even original. Because I am looking at Ghost of Yotei, I'm even saying that they did it with Ghost of Tsushima, that these guys copied the opening from Zelda Breath of the Wild. Look at this. Okay, that was Nintendo's Zelda Breath of the Wild opening. Now, tell me if you see something similar with both Ghosts of Yotei and Ghosts of Tsushima. Yes, you are seeing right, both Ghosts of Tsushima and Ghosts of Yotei copied Nintendo's Breath of the Wild's opening. Isn't that a thing? But this is not something new. This shouldn't be surprising to anyone. Sony normally takes the carcass of the previous game and they just implement slightly new things to create the sequel. And that is very much apparent with Ghosts of Yotei, as we could see here. They did it with Spider-Man as well.
layout of Manhattan Island is very much a one-to-one copy from the past two games. All the buildings are in the same location, many of the same decorative objects and textures are recycled, and you'll even notice some of the same underlying pathing and spawn locations for things like NPCs being utilized.
So in order to pump out these games as quick as possible, this is what Sony does. I mean, plenty of the devs does this in the industry, but Sony does it to the extreme. They copy over the same moves, the same NPCs with a fresh new coat of paint, and then wow, Ghosts of Yotei. But this is really not very impressive. This game does not look like if it's, a step up drastically from Ghosts of Yotei. But yet, these ponies are hyping this game up like never before. This is how you react when you are so, starved from first-party games. But let me hear what you thought about Ghosts of Yotei. Are you impressed with the visuals, with things that you have seen on the trailer? Let me know in the comment sections below. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.